Hey, this your boy Diggaveli. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, guys, we're going to be checking out another Democrat walkaway story. And I'm pretty sure by the time it's all said and done, man, we'll have millions of them because they're just too radical, man. They've gone beyond reality. And how long you gonna go once you pass that point? But let's go ahead and check out this woman's walkaway story.
This is going to be my walk away story because I was 100% Democrat. I was on the Democratic plantation and I was
We
happy
all
with
were
that. So let me
at
go
one
ahead and tell
point.
y'all this story because it's a little crazy. Hello to everybody who watches this. My name is Zakia Cooper and I am a 23-year-old Christian conservative from Chicago. This is going to be my walk away story because I was 100% Democrat. I was on the Democratic plantation and I was happy with that. So let me go ahead and tell y'all this story because it's a little crazy. So in 2021, I moved into my first apartment, and the apartment that I chose to move into was like a dorm style room where you would share a bathroom with a roommate of the same gender. That's what my lease said, and I was okay with that because I really wanted to move out. And so I move out, and I don't have a roommate initially, right? So I'm living there by myself for 1 full year, and I'm happy with that. A year passes, and I slowly noticed that the bathroom that I had to myself is showing signs of being used by a man because I'm seeing that the toilet seat is up. And so I'm like, okay, I didn't know I had a roommate, but I just assumed that I had a roommate that was a girl because that's what they told me. I had a female roommate and she had a boy or something over there who was using the bathroom. So I'm like, whatever. He's dirty because he's not flushing the toilet and he's leaving the seat up all the time, but whatever. This is what happens when you move in a conjoined situation. So I was satisfied, I guess. But I slowly realized that it was a man in my room, y'all. A man. A trans woman. And I realized it's because I see the person. I see this man that they moved in my room. I came out one day and I happened to see him. We came in at the same time. And I'm like, that's a man. It was a man. It was a man. They moved a man in my room. And so I stopped paying rent in that building because I'm like, how are y'all going to move a man in my room? And y'all told me in my lease that I would have a same-sex roommate.
I would have stopped paying rent too. And they even lied to her. They told her that her roommate had a boy over there that was using the bathroom. They couldn't even tell her the truth, man. These people are disgusting and so dishonest, man. When it comes to like this whole like situation with trans and all, they're just so like disgusting on how they handle it.
I stopped paying the rent, and eventually the housing manager or whatever reaches out to me, and she's like, I'm telling her my situation. She's like, oh, well, we can't discriminate. That's why we weren't allowed to discriminate against him. He identifies as a woman, so we had to give him a female roommate.
So basically, they told her that they can't discriminate against him, but they can discriminate against her though. That's basically what they told her to her face. Yeah, we have to worry about him and not you. That's how they treat everybody with that shit.
Y'all, the craziest thing I ever heard in my life. I'll never forget that day because I was like, what the heck is going on in this country? Like, I knew that there were trans people running around. I knew that was a thing, but I never really actually paid attention to the impact of that until it directly affected me, which is how most things work.
With
So
most
upon
people.
coming to that realization, I'm like, wait a minute. What laws? Why can't we discriminate against? Why is there a man in my room? Because we can't discriminate. But what about me? I'm a woman. I'm 21 years old. I was 21 at the time. And y'all moving this man in my room? What if he raped me? What if something happens to me? Nobody would care.
Nope, they
So
wouldn't.
after this experience, I became extremely interested in these so-called discrimination laws or whatever this person was speaking on. And I done fell down the conservative rabbit hole from that point forward. I found myself watching Matt Walsh, who's of the Daily Wire, and he has a documentary called What is a Woman? And it's basically about my situation where trans men are erasing women. And after watching that film, I realized that I was supporting literally satanic stuff. I didn't know. I thought I was being PC, right? No. I was supporting.
And most black people are in that phase right now, don't even know it, man. They're voting against their own self-interest. They're protesting against their own self-interest. They're looting and causing destruction in the name of their own worst interest. Literally, man.
Satan. And I'm a Christian. I was raised a Christian. So I'm like, this ain't right. This is not aligning with my Christian values. Wait a minute. We're calling men women. It's not lying. God doesn't make mistakes. So why am I calling you a she and you're a man? That's a lie. I'm not doing that. Oh, I'm transphobic now. Oh, I'm homophobic now. That's fine. Because I'm not lying because y'all said so. That's insane. So
Facts.
that was just the tip of the iceberg, y'all, because after this
But you see how that works though? You either can tell the same lie they telling, or you're just a homophobic bigot that hates everybody.
discovering this stuff about the LGBT, I went on to find out that I was also indoctrinated by feminism. I was racist. I'm black, as y'all can see, right? So it's not okay for blacks to be Republicans, let alone wearing a MAGA hat in public. Come on now. Me and my husband get clowned for this. He's not here, but me and him have the same values. We actually ended up, I'm 23 years old. Y'all thought I did not think I'd be married at the age of 23, but I am. Because me and my husband's values align so much. I'm like, why are we not married? Why are we not married? Why are we cohabitating like this? And we're Christians. We're not supposed to be doing that. Let's get married. And we get it. We went downtown and got married. Like, and no, I'm not too young to be married. People, oh, you're young. No, I'm not. I wasn't too young to be having sex with him. Not married. So I'm not too young to be married to him. What are you talking about? It's insanity, y'all. I was racist, y'all. I was content with being racist because when I was in high school, my liberal high school I went to, they taught me that black people couldn't be racist. We could only be prejudiced, which is some BS. So I was okay with being racist towards other people because they told me that I wasn't being racist. That's insane. That's an insane lie.
And I'm glad that she woke up and started seeing all this stuff that I've been telling people. I've been telling people in my family this for years, man. I've been telling people around me this for years, man. Like, bro, we're brainwashed. We're told the wrong shit. Now you have to spend time, like, unlearning stuff and relearning. It's a process. You know, it's a process, man, because you've been conditioning this for years. So you think you're just gonna be able to get over all this like stuff you've been conditioned into over a short period of time? No, it took years to establish that in your mind and your conscious, every part of your body, your perspective, everything. So it's gonna take time, man, and for you to get to a good place. It's not gonna happen overnight, man, but you have to start somewhere. Being realistic about life, you have to start somewhere, and I'm glad people like her are starting.
Y'all have been censored so much. When I came out as a Republican publicly on my platform, because I'm an influencer on both TikTok and Instagram. I also have a YouTube page. And the initial purpose of my platform was to uplift people with natural hair. Because as y'all can see, this is my real hair. These are locks. And, you know, in my community, most women don't like their natural hair. So that's something I've always noticed. And so that's what my platform was initially focused on, you know, engaging with people, telling them that their hair is beautiful. God didn't make a mistake with your hair. You were born with natural kinky hair. You need to learn to love it. Don't give your baby a perm. That's insane.
Facts.
That's self-hate. And I slowly realized that there are deeper issues in our community. Yes, the hair is also an issue, and I'm always going to talk about it, but black people are racist. And I realized this because this is how I made my social transition, right? Because I was like a conservative to myself. Only me and my husband were talking about it. We didn't have any MAGA hats or anything, but we were definitely conservative based. So I posted a video on my TikTok at the beginning of the summer. And it was about, because there's a whole conflict in the black community, if you're not aware, where it's considered cultural appropriation for a non-black person to wear like box braids or dreadlocks like mine, or basically any other black hairstyle. If a white person wears it, then they're gonna get bullied and attacked. And so I think that's very wrong.
And I seen something about that recently. They were saying something about this white chick that had her hair braided up and stuff. She had blonde hair, had it braided up. If people had a little bit of knowledge or just education, man, like a small example I can use for that is Vikings. How Vikings had the braids, man. They were blonde hair. But people, you know, people don't. People just have no education, man. And I'm not talking about school and books and all that. We have 24 hours out of every day that we can use it on. What is it to spend half hour just to learn something new that you didn't know?
Very racist. And so I spoke out against it publicly. I'm like, y'all are racist. Y'all are telling a white girl she's not allowed to wear braids because she's white. That's racist. You're telling her she can't do it because of her race.
Like they own the hairstyle.
Y'all, I was cyberbullied for this. I had so many people calling me so many slurs. You calling me Uncle Ruckus. I've been called Clarence Thomas's daughter, Candace Owens Jr., Coon,
Candace Owens is a great woman.
etc. Y'all know the slurs. So that's when I realized I was right. I'm on the right side of history because I'm like, y'all are cuckoo. Absolutely cuckoo, racist, and I'm not for it. I don't support that. So I'm extremely happy that I escaped the Democratic plantation, the socialist, communist, Democratic plantation that I was trapped on. Because when I started voting at the age of 18, I asked my parents what to vote for. They told me Democrat, and so I voted Democrat because they told me to. Little did I know, I was literally voting for communism. So yes, guys, I'm so blessed that at the age of 23, I've come to this conclusion and I'm not out here supporting demonic things like the LGBT and abortion. I'm no longer a feminist. I respect my husband. I submit to him. And I'm content with that place. I cannot wait for us to be fruitful and multiply because that's my purpose on this earth. And I'm so happy that I found this platform because I'm eating all y'all stories up. So yes. Thank you guys so much.
For more.
And shout out to her, man. Big shout out to her. Much success. God bless with, her being fruitful and multiplying, man. Wish him the best, man. And hopefully more black people can come to the realization that we've been duped and led astray, man. Just giving the wrong information. We just ate it up, man, without question. But as long as you can wake up tomorrow, man, you can make that change. And you can do better for yourself and your family. Great video, man. We'll be doing more. Y'all seen it like I seen it, man. I'm out.